Hi, this is Taja-Symone Evans, and this is my RISE model for self-evaluation for new media formats. Overall, this month I did feel like I did make some strides with somewhat like tailoring my social media content to my audience. I've always kind of done a lot of like target market research and like target audience research, etc., to try to like tap into my audience and see what they like to see on Instagram and see what they like to post on Instagram, etc. So this wasn't really new for me, but it did guide me into a direction to where now I can create like this consistent practice of like making content for Instagram and like planning it out and stuff like that. So that way it's not just like sporadically posting here and there and when I feel like. So overall, I did feel like I came into all of my projects with a very open mind and a very like open mind and like ready to listen and ready to learn about anything, because I know that there's clearly something I was doing wrong, and that's why I was not getting the reciprocation from my audience that I wanted. So I did feel like that influenced me to spend more time on my projects and actually like, okay, like this wasn't one of those classes where I was just going to do whatever and make whatever just so I could pass. It was like I was really trying to like understand the content, understand what I need to be doing in order to make the best possible content for my Instagram. As I started working on my projects, I did realize that I did want to know more about certain like niches within my industry. Like I like do branding and I'm the graphic designer and I do all this specific stuff, but it's like there's like another realm like inside graphic design that like different breakdowns of it. So I was introduced to a lot of like new realms and stuff like that. And new people to follow on the internet. So that was pretty cool, and it gave me a lot of inspiration and like resources to look for and resources to use for my future projects and my future endeavors. So there was that. If I'd had more time, I would have planned out probably a month's worth of content. Like if I had had time like for a whole week to like sit down and do nothing, like I didn't have to go to work, I didn't have to go to class, I didn't have to do anything important, work with any clients or get on the phone, I would have just planned out an entire month of content and just scheduled them all to post, like, and did all that stuff. But I didn't have that kind of time. So I am going to be working on that this week and into next week, planning out content for like I want to say like the next couple of weeks and see how that works. So yeah, that could have definitely improved my projects if I would have had like that more time to, I guess, plan out some more posts. I did plan out a few posts and I did use the later scheduler for like an entire week and a half, and I really liked how that worked because I was able to like download the app on my phone and like set it to post like from my desktop, and then like if it was trying to post while I was gone, I could post it from my phone from wherever I was at. So I really liked that aspect of that. Does this experience in this course inform support my professional objectives and how will I use this in my career? Well, I definitely know that knowing how social media works and knowing how to grow a following and knowing how to create content for social media is something that I'm going to need to do at some point to get a job or while I'm working for a job. So I've just gone ahead and accepted the fact that like, okay, like social media marketing was not my thing for a really long time and it was not something I really liked to do. So I was like, okay, you know, I know that's something I'm going to have to learn. Like, I know it's something I'm going to have to, like, at least know something about, know, like, a little bit about. So I started taking, like, a couple online courses to be able to get, like, a certification in social media marketing. So that way, at least I have some basis to understand. So I know that that's something that's, like, working toward my professional objectives of like, you know, working for a company and owning my own creative agency design studio. So I know that I will need that, and that's how I'll use social media in my career to not only leverage myself, but leverage my business and leverage my clients. So that's what I learned this month.